Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's really zooming today. Today's videos, I'm going to show you how to do a natural seduce glowy makeup. The most important thing is after you learn this makeup tutorial, you can actually leave the house to the regular daylight and not looking like crazy person with a 20 different layer makeup. If this is something that you want to learn and you're interested, stay tuned. Alright, so this is my face, bare skin. I just put skincare, there's no makeup whatsoever. I do have some flaws on my face, definitely the texture right here, discoloration a little bit, large pores on my nose area. So, are you ready to see what you're gonna look like after this? Boom! What do you think about that transformation? Not much, right? But anyway, I really feel like there's so many beauty bloggers out there doing a fantastic job paint their faces and make it so amazing look. However, in reality, how many of you can really reproduce that look? And if you were able to successfully reproduce that look without the filter, how are you gonna look like under the sunlight? I can pretty much guarantee you will look like a crazy person. I mean, that's just the way it is right now, right? I do believe that you do makeup for different occasion, different purpose. And what I'm showing you today is really for day-to-day makeup, especially the following person, okay? Number one, you never wear makeup before. I think you're gonna like what I'm gonna share with you. Number two, you're somebody like me, over 40. As you probably know that if your age past over 40, we suffer dryness, texture issue, lines of wrinkle on the faces, right? And if you put on this whole bunch of concealer, powder, setting spray, when you smile, you see a big old wrinkle cross on your face. You really don't want to do that. That really emphasizes the lines of wrinkles. So hopefully at the end of the video, I can show you a tip and technique so it becomes less noticeable. Okay? A lot of talking, so let me show you a couple essential items that you need to create a look. Okay, so let's get into the tool that you need to create this look. First category is your base. And when I say the base, we're talking about liquid foundation, stick foundation, cream foundation, anything that you have to cover your face. And if you're not into wearing makeup a lot, try to get tinted moisturizer. That means it's a moisturizer but with hints of a color pigmentation in there, so it can give you some even look. Or if you have a texture issue like a breakout, large pores, scarring on the skin, you will need some type of concealer stick or concealer. Let's see what else. And obviously that if you really want, say that you have oily skin condition, you really want to make it last longer, you can get a loose powder or some type of translucent pressed powder, which I'm going to show you what is this brand. It's really good. And during this video, I want to show you a secret weapon holding in my hand. This is how I create the look that I look like no makeup. It's really cool. So I'm going to show you what is this. So if you want to learn, you better watch the video. So that's the first category. Now let's talk about the color category. Well, I am not going to teach you how to contour your eyes, contour your nose. So I'm using very simple stuff. I got this palettes from Too Faced Cocoa Contour. It's a contour kit, but I'm going to use this on my eye a little bit, just give it a little bit more color, a little bit more depth, so you can get idea. But again, I'm not going to show you a very dramatic look. It's going to be really open up your eyes, make it look aware and more alert. That's what I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to show you my favorite bronzer and cheek colors by MANNAKADAR Cosmetics. So I'm going to show you how to use this. What else I want to show? And you probably need some type of gloss or things like that to create that beautiful shining lips. Again, for me, I'm not going to do this dramatic makeup, so what I'm using is a very neutral color, emphasize what a natural skin tone and my lip colors. And then what else I need to show? And then the tool, you need to have a tool to do your makeup. Honestly, unless you're creating a dramatic eyeshadow with 20 different colors, you don't need that many brushes. Seriously, that's just wasting money. So you do need powder brushes. This can be used for powder, for blush, for contouring, anything that you want. I'm going to show you how how to utilize one brushes in different area. There's a little tip I want to share with you. Then you definitely need eyeshadow brushes. This is the one I'm using right now, just this type of shape. And then you need, this is actually important, angle brushes. So this you can create a defined lines or anything you want to create more defined, and of course the eyebrows. That's the two, and of course lash curl. Okay, so now I want to show you 3 miscellaneous items that I forgot to share with you. Number one, you definitely need some kind of mascara. So I'm using the MANNAKADAR mascara and eyebrow pencil. Any eyebrow pencil that you have at home, I'm using the Chanel Boy collections. If you really want to create luminosity but your skin is really not there, you can get some kind of primer with a luminosity. I found this is so cheap. It's NYX Cosmetics. I'm going to put a little bit and show you. It really creates a beautiful glow, but doesn't look like a heavy duty makeup. And then last 2 things, sorry, there's a lot of I want to show with you. You need a beauty blender sponge right here. This is not even beauty blender, by the way. This is by Sephora brands only. It's very, very inexpensive. Then you need some type of essence water. Doesn't have to be SK2, but I'm going to show you why you need this later. Okay, a lot of talking. Let's get started to fix my face now. Oh my god, I really zoomed in my face. This is so close. So you can see I'm not perfect. There's a lot of imperfection here. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to put base on. When you're looking at other different bloggers, you probably notice that they always do this heavy duty concealer first, right? If you want to create a natural look, don't do that, because that will make you look unnatural. Seriously, you're gonna look like a, very dramatic. So what I usually do is I will just prime my face with a tinted moisturizer or foundation color that you like. A lot of people have some kind of sponge, right? If today your skin is totally flawless, you can definitely use the brushes. But if you're not, you're like me, have a little problem on the skin here, this is the secret weapon. You put your essence water on the sponges like that. So let the water saturate a little bit, not too much, okay? So what's happening here is that you hydrate the sponges a little bit, and there's a skincare benefit. So it's really good for your skin, especially you have over 40 years old. The one I'm using right now is the Pixi by Pixi Beauty Balm, and this color is, what is this color? Number 2 Nude. I want to put this on my hand to show you guys. I recently discovered this. This is actually pretty good stuff. I like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on here. So I'm gonna show you right now. If you just blend it like this, you can see there's a color, right? By the way, it's hard for me to see on the camera, but I'm gonna try. I have a mirror down here, so it's, I'm gonna watch on both areas. So first, I'm gonna lightly even out the color on my face. All right, so now I just even out the half the face. See that? Before, after. Very simple, right? If you take a closer look, there's a little breakout here, there's an imperfection you want to cover, you can take a little bit more, but this time you just tap it on. You pat it on. So this way it builds more pigment around this area, but you don't look like you have a lot of heaviness in there. Okay? If you just use the liquid foundation directly on the skin, it can be very cakey. That's why you need some type of essence water. If you want to use a serum, get an oil-free serum, because you don't want that your serum has oil and then separate the makeup. That will be disaster. Now say that if you say, okay, this is good, but I want to more define my face a little bit, now you can get your concealer if you want to. Definitely don't just put concealer on the skin, because if you do that, it creates very heavy duty makeup. I mean, it depends what you want. If you want to have that dramatic effect, do it. But most us, we're gonna go out in the daylight, you wanna look normal, right? So don't do that. So what I would do is I basically use the angle part of the sponge and then tap a little bit concealer on here. Just put it on anywhere that I want to be a little bit highlight or something. So I'll put a little bit under my eyes, you can see that. Okay, and on my side of my nose a little bit. And now, use your fingertip, just pat it on. Your finger has a heat, so it will melt the concealer a little bit, so it doesn't look like you have a heaviness on the skin. And then you can bring it up to the eyelid. So this way, that's kind of like your eyeshadow primer. Once again, I'm not teaching you how to change your shade of the skin face or contouring. I'm showing you how to create beautiful, flawless, dewy makeup look like you have no makeup. So, okay, so put it like that. By the way, this is the Jeffree Star Concealer, okay? So you can see that. So the trick is that when you finish this, you don't want to see a major line in between different colors. That's just not cute, let me tell you that. Alright, so if you're happy with the base right now, the trick is use that same sponge again. Just put a little bit of some water on there. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay, then just pat it on. A lot of people may say, well, why don't I just use the setting spray to spray on? You can do that, but you want to be careful. Sometimes the setting spray, the nozzle is really large, and if you spray the liquids too big, you actually run the makeup. You don't want to do that. So by doing this, you really just kind of set everything naturally. God, this is so zooming so much. So this is the after and before. One thing you have to be really good is your skincare before you apply your makeup. If you don't have a good skin, your makeup will look very cakey on you. So make sure that you put enough hydration. If you really have a trouble with your skin condition, don't put too rich of a skincare. Try to use something more lighter way, especially if you're gonna build on a lot of makeup. Okay, so now I want to make sure everything kind of match a little bit. So there we go. So that is the base. What do you think? Let's move on to next. Okay, so now I finished the base. I want to move on to my eye area. Again, I'm doing something very simple, nothing dramatic about this. First thing, I'm going to use some Untitled light base color entire my eyelids. So I'm going to use just big brushes. So I'm going to put it a little bit right here and just put it around my eye, just give kind of even out the color. Because you remember we put a concealer around here a little bit, so this eyelid area should be pretty even colors. So it shouldn't be that much difference. Okay, just a little bit like that. Then you want to have a layer of a color. That's an easy way to do makeup, meaning that darker to the lightest. So if you look at this, this is actually a contour kit, not for eyeshadow, but colors, you know, you can use it on your eye. So I'm going to use this taupey brownish color near to my eyelid area. So I'm going to get a little closer, just do this. And before you put on this, you want to lightly blow that a little bit, because you're not using, typically when you do really dramatic makeup, you want to put setting powder down here so the eyeshadow doesn't fall under the eye. But since we're not doing that, you want to make sure this is not going to fall under my eye. Just a little bit like that. Then just going to pat this out around here. Okay. Please, if you guys want to learn how to do dramatic eyeshadow, don't look at this video. You're not going to get that, alright? This is just something natural, kind of like a Korean pop look a little bit, if you want to call that. So right here. If you're watching the video and you're Asian, you don't have that very deep crease, it's really hard to create a look, honestly. I mean, if you know what I mean. For those of you who have a very deep crease, it's so easy to do makeup. You just throw this on, your eyes pop. But like my eye, you don't have a big crease, it's a little bit harder. So you need to create a depth and dimension to a little bit. So then after that, even out this whole area, I'm going to add a little bit more in the outside corner here. Just bring it up. So this way will make my eyes look slightly bigger and longer and wider a little bit, if you can see that. Alright, before I'm going to use in different colors, I'm going to get a towel like this. Oh, my eyes is watery. I'm going to just brush off. So this is how you can get away by using one brushes. Again, obviously, if you want to be fancy, filming YouTube video, Instagram, you need to have 20 different brushes. But most of the people, you don't need to do that. Just brush like that. The tip is go back and forth. Don't do circulation. If you do circulation, you might break the base. Just do back and forth. That should be clean. Now I'm going to put a little bit of peach color on top of this taupe color a little bit. So I'm going to use this one. This type of look. So far so good, pretty easy, right? Then I'm going to just basically, you see the eye here, there's a color in between. So right in between, I'm just throw this on there. So it's very, very simple. You don't need a special technique, just do that. and then you kind of blend everything together a little bit. So now it gave me a little bit dimensions from darker to lighter, so my eyes will look slightly bigger. Next I'm going to do is I'm going to use the angle brushes I was telling you about. This one, I'm going to get the darkest color on here with the chocolate colors. I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. But the trick is I don't know how I'm going to show you. I'm going to put this right inside my lashes. Okay, so I'm going to try to do that. So you're going to lift this. Just put underneath the lashes. Okay. If you want, you can use the eyeliner. So you want to put underneath inside, so your eyes will see that. It just seems to be a little bit more awake, a little bit more. The other thing you can do, say that you don't have a lot of money, you can just get your eyebrow pencil. Again, clean the brushes one more time, then just take a little bit of this eyeliner or eyebrow pencil you have on the brushes like that. Okay, let me just get a little bit more. Then I'm going to put a little bit more down here. I look weird, right? So I kind of finished my eye a little bit now. I'm going to put mascara. You definitely need to use lash curl. The best technique I want to show you is that a lot of people may use a blow dryer to blow this. Don't do this crazy. Just lift your eyelid and place this all the way in the base of the eye, and then you press down all the way in of the roots of the lashes. I mean, I don't have a big long lashes. It's kind of hard for you to see. So basically, you want to put this all the way at the end of the roots of the lashes. You just press one time, then you should automatically perk up the lashes more. So now you should look more awake. Oh, it's getting warm here a little bit. Alright. So now, let's see, the next thing I want to do is I want to bring the color down to here a little bit. So I'm going to get the angle brushes again and take this brown color. I'm going to put underneath my eye a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to put mascara. I'll be right back. Once again, we are doing this a natural look, so you don't want to just open the mascara and put it on eyes directly. I usually would get a mascara. I would do a little bit, tweak a little bit, kind of like turning a little bit, get a mascara one out. This is by MANNAKADAR Beauty. It's what this one's called. It's called Turn Up Volumizer Mascara. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a clean tissue, just lightly press the mascara on here, so that will take away the excess of mascara. So especially somebody like me has short lashes, and this way it doesn't get on my eye too much. Okay, let me just get closer. So I want to gently lift this. You want to start the base of the lashes. How sad is no lashes. And by the way, finding a good lash mascara is very important. You see my eyes is very small. This mascara is good, but it's a little too big for my eyes, honestly. So you have to be very careful. As you can probably see from the video, I got a little bit mascara on the eyeshadow, a little bit right here. That's okay, just use your finger to just lightly blend it a little bit. So it's kind of blended like little colors. Oh, I got something in my eyes. Okay, so that's this look here. If you want to build a little bit more, you could. Alright, now let's move to the next step. My eyebrow is a disaster. When I was younger, I had a tattoo, and we're talking about 20, how many years ago? I'm 47, 20, 20 years, 27 years old. 20, I think it was like 27 years ago I did my tattoo. It was so bad, but then about 5 years ago I went back to do some type of retouch, but it hurt so much. So I think my eyebrow is really bad. You see a little blue line here, that's from tattoo. Totally not cute. Alright, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of color right here. And this again, this is by Chanel, the boy eyebrow pencil. I mean, can I do a very dramatic look? Yeah, I can, but definitely not today. Alright, so before I finish this up, I'm going to get my big brushes here. I'm going to just put on by MANNAKADAR. What is this one called? Uptown. I recently got this from the beauty box. I really like it. So how do you do contour? Just like how you do concealer. If you want to do natural makeup, don't put concealer before foundation. Reverse it, so this one looks more natural. So now there's a two color right here. There's shimmer brown, there's peach tone. So I'm going to take the peach color on this powder brushes right here. Sorry, I shouldn't do this like that. And blow a little bit. Then, well, since I want to do a natural look, I just want to be very kind of like natural peach color on my chin. So you want to smile a little bit, just a little bit, right? And you want to brush up. See that? And you want to bring the color from the forehead to the hairline. So what I'm doing, just brush up. So that it gives you a very natural sun-kissed glow look rather than a heavy-duty contouring. Put a little bit in the nose here. Now, if you want to do a little bit more contouring, and if you don't want to use a shimmer, I would suggest to get like a neutral colors, like this base color a little bit. I'm gonna just put a little bit. Let's see. I'm gonna do the light contour because I want to be too dark. Okay, I'm gonna just put it right under right here and blend it up a little bit. So right now you're probably thinking, okay, the makeup look kind of not perfect, right? Because I have a secret weapon I want to show you, but I'm not there yet. And then you do want to do a little contour around the jawline, so you get the same a little bit darker color, the middle one, this one. Just so how you gonna do this right here? So this is what you do, okay? You push the brushes at the end, it becomes flat. See that? Then you just brushed. That's how you do it. So you don't need to buy another brushes. That's crazy. Say that if you are truly oily, right? You need a little setting powder, and you can just get any type of setting powder. Today I'm using MANNAKADAR. This one's called High Perfecting Powder. First, I'm gonna brush on the towel, so clean out the excess blush colors. It's hard to say those things. Then I'm going to take this right here. First, I'm going to just focus underneath the eye area. So that will give me a nice highlight. See that? This thing is really good. So I'm trying to avoid the blush and contour color. Just anywhere it doesn't have a blush or contour color. So that should give me a highlight even over my eyebrow a little bit. This powder is really good. You see that? So basically you reverse how you apply the makeup. Typically you will do your contour, blush, but you reverse everything so it becomes more natural. If you're happy, this could be your makeup. Oh wow, you can totally see on the camera. Hold on. Ah. Okay, you see that? Wow. Definitely better. Okay, let me finish up this side real fast and I will be right back. Okay, so I finished my makeup now, much more even, right? So I'm gonna put a little bit of lipstick on right here. I'm actually using lip gloss by MANNAKADAR. It's called Sienna. Yeah, because I want to be more neutral rather than, serious colors. Not too bad, right? Okay, so now say that you finish the makeup, you feel like, oh my god, my makeup is a little too much, too heavy, I want to tone down a little bit, the blush is too much, like here a little bit, right? Don't use loose powder, because loose powder actually going to make things even more worse. Trust me. This is what you need. This is my secret weapon I talked about earlier. You need some type of cushion foundation. So what is a cushion foundation? Let me explain to you. If you open it, it looks like a little sponge beneath here, and there's a lip foundation right here. So the one I'm using right now is by Chanel, and I got this from Singapore, and this one is the Luminaire Glow, and the color I'm using is number 20 beige. But honestly, any type of cushion can work for you. So you just put a cushion on this little sponge right here. So watch this, okay? See, this is a little heavy right here, right? So watch. Actually, little tip right here. Don't put direct over the blush right away. It can be a little too heavy. So starting out with the base here and lightly pat it over it. So this will make all your makeup become luminous and without looking heavy duty. You see the difference? In the US, cushion has become pretty popular. You just want to make sure you don't want to get an oil-free cushion, because oil-free cushion, it becomes very matte finish. Then if you're using that, it's going to be the same thing as using loose powder. So all the wrinkle, the fine lines will show on the skin. Honestly, this is what I do when I go to do big SK2 event on stage. I will put a whole bunch of layer like this, but put a cushion over on top. So now, take a look difference. Final touch, my favorite, by Jeffree Star, the gloss, and this is the cremation collection. I don't even know what color is this, but this is the one I should show you. I like this. The trick is you don't want to put this. I take this out, put it on my back of the hand, because any type of shimmer gloss, if you have contact with other lipstick colors, it changes the color, which is really annoying. So I really hope that you liked today's video. I know it's a little bit longer video than what I expected, but I hope that you learned something, trick from my technique. Definitely the comment below, let me know. I can do more video like this. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to follow all my other social media too. Okay, bye!